Marathon bombing. It is a story you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
Our senior correspondent, John Miller, is here to break the news. He is a former assistant FBI director. John, good morning. Tell us what you've learned.
So, a very interesting note found in the boat where Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was captured by police. He was in the boat, bleeding from multiple gunshot wounds, and he found a pen. There was no paper, so he began to write on the interior wall of the cabin. And basically the note says he does not mourn his brother Tamerlan, that Tamerlan was a martyr now that he was in paradise, that Dzhokhar expected to join him there soon, that the bombings were in retribution for the U.S. crimes against Muslims in places like Iraq and Afghanistan, that the victims of the Boston bombing were collateral damage, the same way innocent victims have been collateral damage in U.S. wars around the world, summing up that when you attack one Muslim, you attack all Muslims. And what he has done there is basically written that communique, that claim of responsibility, the thing that investigators never found anywhere else after the attack.
Is this a confession?
Well, it's very interesting in that he admitted much of this to police and the FBI during the time he was interrogated, but before he was given his Miranda warning. So in one sense, if this ever goes to trial, there's going to be a big fight to keep those statements out, admitting responsibility. And these writings, in his handwriting, in the place where he was alone during that time, are certainly statements that are admissible.
Does it answer questions about motive?
Well, it does. Now, it's also consistent with what he told investigators while he was in custody, but there it is in black and white, literally.
Because he said when you attack one Muslim, you attack all Muslims, but they still believe he was self-radicalized and not part of a larger group, right?
That's right. And as the investigation continues, it appears more and more clear that this was something put together by his brother and him and not some larger group.
And one final detail, the note on the wall of the boat that he scribbled, because he thought he was dying, right? It was riddled with bullets.
That's right. I mean, the boat was shot hundreds of times, and the note has those holes in it.
So what's the last big question remaining?
The last big question remaining is going to be, who else knew anything? Is it going to be the wife? Was there someone overseas? But they're moving forward.
John Miller, thank you with that new information.